to the Lions. They're the kings of the North. Call them Jon Snow. They have been a buzzsaw since they lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They won this game against the Vikings 31-29. Jared Goff threw for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had a near perfect passer rating of 140. He was 22 of 25. He only missed 3 passes. You add Jahmyr Gibbs, buck 160, rushing with 2 touchdowns. I mean, it was a great display of offense from the Detroit Lions against a Vikings defense, that was hands down the best defense in the league up until they ran into a Detroit Lions. Look at that second quarter. If you're looking at the box score, 21 points unanswered, and that ended up being what really decided the game. And credit to the Vikings for keeping this game close. Sam Darnold played an okay game. He was 259 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. I think the offense still leaves a little bit more to be desired if you're the Vikings. I do think that there are some aspects of the offense you wish were a little bit more explosive. In the game, Aaron Jones ran the ball relatively well, but he only had 14 carries, 93 yards. Justin Jefferson, 7 catches, 81 yards. So the offense in general wasn't bad. I would say the offense was pretty good, but it just not enough, clearly. And sometimes you just run into a team like the Lions, who are the class of the NFC last year, they're just a better team right now. On the road, tough win, Mike.
Yeah, it was. It was a really hard best of the year for the Lions. And, first game without Aiden Hutchinson, so good for them. Jared Goff has been the most consistent quarterback for the last 2 seasons. I mean, this year alone, he's been so consistent. He had one game where he went 18 for 18. I mean, he's just, when you're being that consistent, you're making the right reads and you're doing that, you're going to win a lot of games. And Jared Goff is showing that right now. And the Lions right now, top to bottom, are the best team in the NFL. The Ravens are probably the only ones I would say are close to that. Dan Campbell, I'd run through a wall for. I think he's the perfect coach for that team.
Right.
I think there was when he first had his introductory thing, says he drinks like 10 espressos or whatever a morning. So, which he doesn't even look like he needs, but he just leads by example. It's fun to watch. Yeah, 100%. And the Lions right now, Jahmyr Gibbs, he's having a great year right now. And Amon-Ra starting to pick it up. He had a great game last game. I think he had a couple tutties. So the Lions are somebody to fear right now. They've been good for the last 2 seasons. They've been building on this for a while. And they got close. They were a game away. They were blowing out the Niners last year. And they were on their way to the Super Bowl. And, I think they want to get back there. And I think they will. I think, we have a potential to see them in the Super Bowl this year. But good for them. And for the Vikings are for real. They played a hard-fought game. They had a lead with about a few minutes left in that game. They only lost by a field goal. So the Vikings are for real. Sam Darnold's having a resurrection year. He's back. He has shown what he could have been on the Jets if he wasn't on the Jets. And Justin Jefferson, Jettis, I mean, he's having another great season. He's finally staying healthy. So it's exciting. It's good. I look forward to watching the rest of the Vikings the rest of the year. If they can get that running game going, it was a great pickup there on Aaron Jones. And they're a complete football team as well. So, this is one of the better games of the weekend. You had 2 of the top teams going against each other. And that day, the better team was the Lions.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see down the line how this division goes. So right now we got an edge for the Lions, but we also got teams like the Packers lurking, who they look relatively good. The defense is looking a little bit better with the gunslinger like Jordan Love, and then the Bears even are 4-2 off a bye week. So this division in general, if you win this division, your team is a Super Bowl contender and should be a favorite, in my opinion, to win the Super Bowl. I mean, this is the class of the NFC, all 4 of these teams. And I know a lot of people don't want to point at the Bears because it's the Bears and how are we going to take them seriously? Look, man, they're 4-2 right now, okay? And Caleb Williams, if he starts to turn it around, he starts to play at an elite level. We already know that Bears defense is pretty damn good. The Bears could be the shocker in this division. We might see 4 teams from this division win go to the playoffs. So I'm excited to see. I'm really excited to see how this division plays out. I think this is the closest a division has been in a very long time. And I've never seen a division where genuinely, not on paper, but genuinely, all four teams looked like they could potentially win this division.